I'm excited to announce today that the WA government has reached agreement with the Australian Rugby League Commission to establish a new WA-based NRL club. Not only will this be great news for sports fans, it's great news for our economy and great news for jobs. The new club will compete in the NRL Premiership competition for the first time in 2027 or 2028, and it will deliver a return for taxpayers. My government will provide $60 million in direct financial support to the new club over 7 years to secure this opportunity for Western Australia, and a further $5.6 million in match day and marketing support over the same period.
All right, there's a lot to unpack there. Brooksy, welcome back into the studio. Can I bring up a couple of points with you? Well, firstly, so this is on the Facebook page of the WA Premier.
Roger Cook's Facebook.
Is that strange that he went before the NRL went?
Yeah, you'd think there would be an official presser with the heads of the NRL and WA
assumed
to announce it. But yeah, there was some interesting information
Well,
there,
so that was a very WA-centric announcement, wasn't it?
It was, and the dates there, as you heard, gents. So we were under the assumption that it would be 2027, PNG come in 2028, but there seems like there is an option that they might come in 2028 as well.
He said 27 or 28, Fletch.
Yeah, so the more you read into it, they didn't mention the Bears, did they? And
no mention of the Bears.
And he kept talking about he has to.
Yeah, he has to sell it to his.
He has to sell to his
constituents.
Well, it's all. I mean, it's a lot of money, and that was
60 mil over 7 years,
Yeah.
and a further 5.6 million in match day and marketing support. Is that per annum or?
That's just what they're
just generally
given that.
Just
to,
generally.
To promote,
okay, so probably you use that up in the first.
Yeah.
You use that up in the first year or two.
WA NRL team. No mention of Perth.
Yeah.
No mention of Bears.
So he said it's going to be membership based and it's a not-for-profit club.
Yeah, well, the NRL own it, don't they?
No, there was no at the end of the video no license fee as well, Fletch. So they haven't paid the NRL. So
the NRL must have so they're involved.
Self-sufficient team, maybe not.
Wow,
they will be under
the government side.
Yeah,
it's a government-owned side.
Is he? Does he love rugby league? Does he?
He's a Rabbitohs fan,
but he's born and bred over there in Western Australia. We don't know.
We're testing Brooksy's knowledge here.
I think he is.
So he also said that it'll be.
He was born in America.
He also said that a WA chairman will be elected. For the side. So it's very WA centric. I mean, he has to for his constituents, but
imagine that their heads would be falling off over there, saying because they're all AFL.
And they've put 60 million in over 7 years for an NRL side, as well as 5.6 million in match day and marketing support, which is pretty handy.
And then, they'll get the grant from the NRL. So every club gets the 14 million or whatever it is, 13 and a bit, which pays.
But that doesn't go back into the WA government.
No,
that goes straight into the side, right?
Goes to the team.
Yeah.
It keeps it self-sufficient.
Would part of that 60 mil over 7 years be for a facility? Do we know where they're going to play? Are they going to play at Optus Stadium and put a...
Maybe NIB. Oh, is it NIB?
Subiaco.
Where the Perth Glory and Western Force play.
Yeah, they won't play out of
Will they spend a bit of that 60 mil on doing that up for an NRL side, do you think? Different proposition having an NRL side to an A-League side,
There's going to be a lot of
right?
startup fees, right? And that's why they've forked out the 5.6 to help them do billboards, promotion, probably TV, radio, newspaper promotion to get people on board.
The way he said 27 or 28, I'm tipping the 28.
So they'll come in with PNG.
Yep. Or does PNG, is that another year later?
Well, they've been announced as 28, right?
Officially?
I think that's rubber stamped.
Officially, though? It's been rubber stamped that they're coming in the competition.
Haven't the teams already started getting the cash incentives from the NRL based off the PNG coming in?
The no tax, you mean?
No. They've already been getting some cash payments because the government was putting X amount in for PNG to come into the comp, which was being dispersed to clubs.
Don't know. They've got to still build the compound they keep talking about.
Yeah.
TV deal is up as well soon,
27.
So,
Bears fans, we want to hear from Bears fans. 0457736736. What do you think about this? Not one mention of the Perth Bears or the WA Bears at any point during that announcement.
No, so that's obviously not been rubber stamped yet.
Maybe that'll be
Potentially.
announced at the official press conference tomorrow.
No mention of
their
any games in
moniker.
North Sydney or linking up with junior clubs in New South Wales or anything about development or juniors.
It tells you how much, like the way he's announced it and how we've saw it's been prolonged, that this has been the crux for WA to make it so WA-centric in terms of it. No licence fee. That's pretty crucial.
Didn't they want a huge number for that?
Yeah, because there's West Brisbane, there's the South Island of New Zealand, all vying to get into this NRL
Get an
competition.
NRL licence.
But at the end of the day, their money wasn't enough because Peter V'landys knocked Roger back because they didn't stump up enough. And so
we don't know. Saying he stumped up nothing.
But do you think this is...
He said they're not paying a licence fee.
No, but this one here, the 60 million over 7 years, that was the sticking point.
Grassroots. It's like grassroots and setting up the club. But that, to me, says that how important Perth is as a franchise in this competition going forward, because they've allowed a team to come in with no licence fee.
Yeah. Well, that's because don't the NRL own this? Aren't the NRL going to be in charge?
But that's what they're saying. It's a membership-based, non-for-profit club.
Well, let's do this. This is Stevie from Perth. Lads, we're talking about our man Rog. He's Western Australian born and bred, played for Willagee Bears. And Fletch, we have plenty of league supporters. 200 million is being spent on HBF Park.
Okay.
So it's better than the 40 million at Leichhardt.
I just worry for Bears fans when the announcement is made by the Premier, not the NRL, and he's so WA-centric that sounds like it'd be a hard sell to say to him, hey, we want 2 games a year at North Sydney Oval.
They're doing up a stadium.
Yeah. I can't see any games at North Sydney Oval after that speech.
Allianz.
I can't see any games, any home games in New South Wales at all. Any home games, that is.
What about a Sydney team? Like, let's say Roosters, Dragons, taking a home game to North Sydney to play Perth.
That's smart,
is Roger going to try and,
checkers.
Is Roger going to try and keep his, let's say, 12 home games in Perth?
That would be cool. But do you lose money taking a game to North Sydney because you don't have the corporate facilities?
Well, yeah, that's another thing.
Membership-based, non-for-profit club. Yeah.
Strange.
We'll wait and see.
Strange that he announced it, not V'landys.
We'll wait on his Facebook page.
Yeah, on his Facebook.
Does that mean, is there a bit of tension between him and St. Peter?
Do you reckon it hasn't fully been sealed off and he's just jumped the gun so the NRL is scrambling now to say, oh, yeah, okay.
Well, this announcement's coming on Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, and gents, guess what? This time tomorrow, Roger is on the show.
Oh, we got him on.
We're going to have a chat to him.
Okay. Let's go. Here we go. We've got a text from here.
Tourist is...
I'll just say this is the first time I've been on Facebook in, a decade, because who posts something on Facebook these days? The comments on the post from Roger Cook's Facebook page, I'd say 99% positive, all very, very happy.
Oh, they're happy. That's
very
good.
happy. A lot of good.
What about,
Bears.
so at the top of comments on Facebook now, it has AI, and it summarizes all the comments for you and gives you like a little thesis at the top. Doesn't have it?
No.
I'll find it on mine and I'll tell you.
A lot of people are very happy.
What's Roger's go? Is he a bit
Roger Crook? Is it?
Cook.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, man.
Is he quite a charismatic premier? What's his go?
He's going to be on the show.
Yeah, I think
that's him, Fletch.
What he's announced, it's a massive win for the WA government. They'll get 12 games over there a year. They're going to get all the away fans coming over. They're going to upgrade the stadium, so the Force and the Glory will benefit. The Glory's crowds have been terrible the last few years, but the potential, if they go back in the A-League and go back to some, dare I say it, glory days, then that's a win for football and rugby as well.
It's going to be a good little destination in winter, middle of winter.
Yeah.
You fly over there, you have a couple of days, go up to Monkey Mire, touch the dolphins,
is this
feed the sharks.
Is this good timing as well, given how hopeless the West Coast Eagles are at the moment?
Yeah, we've got Freo though.
Does that help you get into a new market?
They're a massive club. Yeah, I guess so. If they were both at the top of the AFL ladder,
we had Billy Moore on last week, and in 1995 they had 20,000 registered players. He said
in WA.
Yeah, that's dropped back down to, did he say 11,000 registered players? But
he's not bad still.
No, he's convinced that it'll get back up to 20, probably more. A lot of expats.
They had an SG ball team for quite some time, the Pirates.
That's right. Arr, the Philly. You're still here? We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.